Wichita City Council meets again Tuesday in part to discuss a renegotiated contract with the local police union. The 2024 contract now includes a 13% salary adjustment on top of the $5,000 retention bonus that City Council had previously considered. We did talk to Chief Joe Sullivan about the need for these measures.
There's great competition among law enforcement agencies for qualified candidates to be police officers. So yes, we've made improvements and we can demonstrate that, but I'm not satisfied. Executive staff isn't satisfied.
Sullivan says police and city leaders are in agreement. Their goal is to have some of the highest paid officers in the state of Kansas. If approved, the new contract will increase the city's spending by $3.4 million this year and $6.5 million in 2024.